Hey guys, welcome to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We are starting a new series on scoring, how this entire subjective sport works. And the very first thing we're going to do is roll through comparison. So as you can see, my esteemed colleague, Coach Atkinson, is at the whiteboard. I feel like we're on ESPN now. And we're going to go through exactly step by step what it's like for you on stage, especially from the judge's perspective. So the first thing that happens, of course, and this may be very helpful if you're a new competitor, but you're going to walk on stage, and this is the first time you're going to see all the judges' heads pop up, and they're looking at you. And before the head judge says a thing, you better believe you are being compared and judged and looked at. So Adam, let's go through exactly what that looks like from the first step onto the stage.
Yeah, so essentially with my stage I drew here, they will probably have additional X's here, but these are just the top 5 placings. They may have 8 X's or, 10, depending on the size of the show, but they're going to bring you guys out in groups of, like, let's say 8 to 10 at a national show. You're going to do your, like, if you're a bikini competitor, you'll do a front and back pose. If you're a bodybuilder, they'll call specific poses. They might say front double bicep, back double bicep. With wellness, they'll do quarter turns, figure quarter turns, women's physique, front double bicep, back double bicep, and then they'll file you guys off. They will call the same poses for each segmented group. From there, they're making a pretty big assessment because they're seeing you a group of 8 to 10 on who they want to place. But then you move on to individuals, which we'll go into next. And I think that, the comparison round is important because they actually see you next to people. You can look good by yourself, but they want to see how you stack up in your group of 8 to 10.
Now, Adam, let's go through this. So let's say specifically at something like a national show where there may be 30 or 40 people in a class. Different organizations are a little bit different, and I know you're kind of talking about the NPC here. So are they not bringing everybody on the stage at once? It's just literally flights of 8 to 10 or 6 to 10?
Correct. You're getting grouped. And then there will be a point where you guys are all on stage. And I would say that's more of a confirmation on who they want. But we'll get into that as the podcast continues.
Yeah, we're going to, for episode 2, we're going to talk about how call outs are made. But, in this first particular round of comparisons, do you have any specific do's and don'ts for clients? Again, as soon as that heel hits that stage and you are in view of the judges for this first impression, the comparison, what do you want your clients to do?
You made a great point, and you kind of took the words out of my mouth. The moment they can see you, you're getting judged by somebody. Junior Nationals was interesting because people came from the front versus the side. And unless you've done the Arnold or the Olympia, that hardly ever happens to amateurs. So that was great with me being there as a coach, because I told each one of my clients, they can see you 2 people back. So make sure when they can see you, you're being judged. So even though there's 3 people ahead of you, go ahead and pose on that line. So that's one of the most important steps in this process. You don't want any reason to get dismissed or that judge to say, well, I see how she looks already, and I don't think she's going to be that impressive, or he, and, get just a kind of not a good look.
Yeah. So whatever you're trying to go for in terms of persona, if you're a smiley type person, then you got to realize people are looking at you, not to be fidgeting, making sure your positioning and your posturing is where you want, perhaps controlling your breathing, all of the things that you would do if you were front and center, the only person on stage. You want to have that mindset, even if you feel like, well, I'm kind of in the background, I can relax a little bit.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, guys, well, we'll wrap it up here. Our next episode, we're going to go into the next, part of judging, which is going to be the call out. So we will see you next time in Contest Prep University.